The first operation is the intake side of the nozzle. First, we use a 1/2-inch spot drill to pre-drill the holes. Next, we drill the holes with a number 3 drill to depth to bolt to the adapter plate. Finally, we clean up the top surface with a 2-inch face mill cutter. The next operation is machining the 3-hole side of the nozzle, including all the bolt holes as well as the transducer holes. Once again, we first spot drill the holes using a 1/2-inch spot drill. Then we drill the through bolt holes with a 1/4-inch drill. Then the transducer holes with an 11/32 drill. Next, we again use our 2-inch face mill cutter to remove the majority of the material from inside the center of the nozzle. Next, we switch to a 1/2-inch end mill to remove the material from inside the gasket pockets, clean up the edges, and cut to length. Next, we switch to a 1/16-inch end mill to remove the remainder of the material from inside the gasket pockets. Finally, we switch back to the spot drill to engrave some reference contours. For the next operation, we machine the 4-hole side of the nozzle. Once again, we pre-drill with our 1/2-inch spot drill, drill to depth with the 11/32, remove most of the material with the 2-inch face mill, and machine the pockets using the 1/2-inch and 1/8-inch end mills. Prior to this operation, I have cut the block in half using a bandsaw along the contour lines I engraved earlier. This operation brings the interior nozzle contour to final dimension with a 1/2-inch end mill. It is then repeated for the other side. Over the next 2 operations, I drill the transducer ports. I'm required to drill from both sides because I don't have a small drill long enough to reach from the flow area to the transducers, though the resulting holes on the top side will be plugged using hammered brass pins. The adapter plate is machined from 1-inch stock. First, the excess stock is removed with the 2-inch face mill. Then the holes are pre-drilled and countersunk using a 1/2-inch spot drill. Next, the holes are drilled with a 1/4-inch drill. Holes are also drilled in the slot to allow plunge cutting with the 1/2-inch end mill. The slot is then cleared with a 1/2-inch end mill and finished with the 1/8-inch end mill. The side panels are machined by first drilling the holes with a 1/4-inch drill. The plate is then bolted to a fixture not shown here, allowing a 1/2-inch end mill to trim all the sides to final dimension.